walk down the street like, so you ain't gonna not turn yourself in? You know they going to jail.
Yeah, John, you escaped. Number 4.
That's crazy.
Number 4
done escaped. John and them, you done escaped.
Yeah. So what about this lady, man? Rich lady. I seen her on the news. Looked like she shot her husband because he was ready to go. He was ready to go.
Rest to go.
And he was done with her.
I'm done, girl.
And she had a really beautiful home, man. I mean, I didn't say highs. She had a really beautiful home.
Oh, okay. Oh, so now I see. I'm visualizing this
like,
now.
And it was a flat, but it looked like you could drive a golf cart through the whole house, and it might take.
It just goes to show you that you just never know what people are going through.
Yeah, but
you never know what people are going through.
Slow down. Slow down.
So she killed him because he's ready. He was ready.
Because he was leaving.
He drove up in his new girlfriend's car, which was a Kia Soul.
Wow.
I don't know. I'm just bullcorning.
He drove.
I don't know what it was.
He came to get his stuff, and she got mad because it was the finality of it all. I think. I don't know the story, but I mean, just from a woman's point of view, I think. Well, I'm not that kind of woman, but
of course not.
But I think that she saw that this was her last shot at it, and who knows? He might have said some slick shit.
And
you just never really know.
People show love in some strange ways.
People do show love in strange ways. Love makes you do crazy things.
It's a thin line.
Yeah. When you arguing with somebody, in my experiences,
can you do the sound that you just did with them fingertips? Is that like a Twilight Zone, like a doo doo?
Everybody want to throw that last jab or whatever in the conversation.
She won. He died.
Well, so I don't know if that's winning because she's gonna be in prison.
Well, nobody wins.
Nobody wins because then what you love. So that's your husband first of all. So now y'all got
what's
family.
The moral of the story?
Let a motherfucker go if they want to go. Don't make them stay. Like let them leave. And for me, you know what I'm saying. The honest truth is when I separated, we would not be in the same house at the same time. Like if I was going to come there, I would make sure that he wasn't there. That way it wouldn't be uncomfortable. That way I could move around my home because it still belonged half to me.
Yeah.
So I could move around in there and take my time to pack my things if I want to.
Right.
I think it's very...
without a mediator or referee, it's kind of hard to...
Right. I think it's very uncomfortable whenever you're having to look at each other because there's a lot of hurt there in your home.
Because on sight,
in your mind, like, that's... On site.
On site.
Like when I see this motherfucker, it's on.
See her.
Right. It's on. Ooh, I know this trifling ass, especially whatever the reason was why y'all broke up.
If you tell it to somebody, then you gotta prove it.
Especially if you've been talking that hot shit to your girls or to your dudes, right? You gotta talk.
Finna do nothing, man.
This gonna turn out to be some thin line type stuff. You don't want that.
I'm sorry, say it again.
It's gonna turn out to be something like that, a thin line, a thin line between love and hate, yeah. Who wants that? The legendary H-Town and the movie with Martin.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah, because people become very possessive in relationships.
Okay.
And you said it was a marriage.
So both of y'all say y'all opinion. Everybody needs some type of therapy partner or some of that talk to person.
Mm-hmm.
Right, absolutely.
Yes.
But you got to make sure the talk to person is a good person because
let's do a little old example, a little old promo right here for something like that. Now I'm calling you on the phone, okay, Mike B?
Yeah.
Hey, Mike B, man.
Hey, what's going on, dog?
How you doing, brother?
Oh, I'm good. Your voice sounds kind of down. What's going on,
man? I got a situation.
What's going on?
Erectile dysfunction, my brother.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and
that's a serious topic.
This lady I was with, and she found out. So let me know if you can come across some tablets or something.
Some tablets.
Okay. Yeah. Well, hold on. Have you ever taken those tablets before?
Well, I gotta go. I'll call you back. And then you hang up the phone with me, and then here you go get on the phone. Man, this boy called me, man. Who you talking about, man? Joe P, man. Joe P, man. He can't get it up. And before you know it, it's all around
the whole neighborhood.
And then when the lady see Joe P,
yes,
who can't go pee,
and then you know you're not gonna, and then you know that ain't nobody gonna look at you. Every lady gonna be like, hey, I'm so over it.
How you doing, fancy? Joe peace, baby. You want to get down with me?
No, I'm good. I got a man. And he gonna be like, Mike gonna be like, what your man got to do with me? I got a man.
But in other
I ain't
words,
trying to
like
hear that.
talking about keeping your circle
Keep it real.
small.
Keep it real.
You know, and making sure you got people around you can trust and confide in, right?
I
Yes.
think though, having a good circle, man. That's you be lucky to have a good circle, man. Cause like, if I was that guy in your circle, I'm really not for you because I just talked all your business.
Yeah, all about you. Yeah, you got the circle is everything.
Like,
That's
how do you?
Sometimes you got to turn that circle into a square.
Man.
Box them off if you got to, you know.
That's one way to look at it.
It's almost like you gotta be lucky though to have the right ones because
I don't really believe in luck.
No, you know,
I believe in fortune.
Well, but then again,
you should be fortunate enough.
I think that your experiences should teach you. So it's like they always say, when you know better, you do better. Yeah. So I think that you learn how to weed out those things that aren't the right things. I think so. When you see a relationship or a friendship or you see your circle and you instantly connect with someone, you know what I'm saying, on a creative level or whatever, I think that at that time, you know, you cannot ignore any type of warning flags. You know what I'm saying? Boom. That's the problem, that people, they ignore the warning flags. They're right there every time.
It is something.
You ignore it.
A lot of times people do it out of due diligence of love. Of that's true. Growth within a person too.
Yeah, you do, but you have to also understand that that's not something that you can control. You know, every person is responsible for their own. You know what I mean? You could want something for someone
but you know
a million years.
Be, though. You know, they be like,
First off, Ado, let me.
Till he get right.
No. I'm not getting right. No, what? Potential is a motherfucker. Potential, okay? Because everybody has potential. So if I spend my time holding on to potential of what a man could be,
right,
then that's me. That's my choice.
What's the limit on that?
No, I'm not going to do it because I know what my worth is already, and I know what I deserve already.
So you're not going to give him like a little bit of time?
No.
To grow?
No.
So what if you blow up in 6 months and you just dropped him in 3?
Oh, well. I mean, it's not about that.
Say that.
No, it's not about that.
If he blow up,
no, it's not about that.
He's Donald Trump rich. Which,
no, I'm not talking about money. Okay, first off, everybody know that fancy is not about the money. Okay, I'm highly loyal.
But money,
what I'm saying, it's not about money. No,
cash rules everything
around me. Dollar bill, y'all, but not me. No. But not me. No, man. Look, I'm looking at the substance of a person. You know what I'm saying? Before I even entertain a romantic relationship with you, I gotta know you as a person. I need to know everything about you. It's not like, all these, they are very good. They show you only the best side of them. Absolutely. But the truth really comes out when there's stress. The truth really comes out when there is an issue that's going on that they can't control. Right. You see, and I think everybody can agree, you see the worst in a person when there is monetary issues, when there's some monetary stress. So you see a true person. Can I preach? Because you see a true person and their attitude and how they treat others.
For people that don't know what monetary means, is that like
money? I gotta get the money. Money. Almighty dollar. Yes.
Means monetary.
Monetary. Money.
Yes, ma'am.
$5. Money.
Come on with
the money. Yes, honey.
You know how $1, come in here.
Yeah, you can come here.
Okay.
Oh, stop it. Okay, we back. No, but seriously though, it's not about that. Because if I looked at, I could go look in my inbox of Facebook, Instagram, any social media, or I could just look at little people shooting their shots at me on a regular basis. Right. Not tripping, not saying anything funny. But I could look at them. I could go look at their profile. I could go look at some of the messages they send me. I could go look at some of the texts that they send or whatever. And I could be like, oh, wow, so I'm looking at him. He has this potential and that potential. Oh, yeah, he has the potential to do. All of us have the potential for greatness inside of us. Right. But the application is what I'm looking at. How are you applying yourself? Okay. What are you doing daily to pursue what you're trying to do.
Well,
you ain't about to piss down my back and tell me it's raining.
I got a lot of things going down.
You can have a lot of things going down, but what are you showing? The proof is in the pudding.
I'm really sure these about $800.42.
$800.42. I'm sorry.
Yeah, but I can come on up. You can just help me out with a little bit of that.
No, because no, the 800 part. I got the 42 cents, but you need to give me the 800. So you gonna give me the 800?
Money wasn't a thing.
Money ain't a thing, baby. Oh, you smooth, ain't you? No, see, I see that shit miles away. You said money. No. No, we don't talk about money off top.
Mike, weigh in. Come on, say
he's gonna weigh in. Okay, Mike. So let's talk about your circle. So we were back seriously. We were talking about the circle.
Yes.
So your circle is important, and I think that it's necessary for you to already know to have a set level of expectations. You have it set. As to I'm about to align with other people, I need to make sure that our energy matches. I need to make sure that we all have the same goal. We might not be of the same talent. We might not even be of the same, in the same level as far as our financial status or whatever. Mm-hmm. But we have. Is
there a measure?
Yes. No. But what I'm saying is, no, you're not going to do that when you're building your crew or your team per se. You're not gonna say, okay, well, if you don't make, $100K a year, then you can't be a part of my. It's like that's almost like saying you can't sit with us. You know what I'm saying? So you're not going to limit someone because their soul and their heart might be more beautiful than anything. And they might be a true starving artist. And you're putting them on your team. So Mike, what do you think? What's the most important component of that circle for you looking at an individual person?
Well, first, I got to see what they're doing. Then, if what you're doing, like even if it's your average, most of my friends are people that either have businesses or, some of the average Joes, I don't even kind of like. It's just kind of high.
What's the average Joe?
Man, somebody that does not have their own business or something.
Or you're not building your empire.
Yeah.
You're not doing anything to pursue your goals or your dreams, right?
But what if they're a good runner? What if they just, they just starting off from the bottom floor and they just sweeping up, the floor.
There's nothing wrong with that. You got vision, but do you have vision? Are you expressing your goals?
Let me back up. I like to see people that's moving forward, and sometimes the conversation will conflict with itself and let me know that, hey man, you kind of running. We all got our level of maybe scratching out our tires, burning rubber. Mm-hmm. But now, I'm one to kind of take a snapshot of myself and say, okay, well, cool. This particular month, I need to do something different. So, going forward, if I'm a friend of homie A, and homie A has not kind of grown to the point of to get itself moving forward in something.
You ain't got to put me out there like that.
Mm. No. I think it's not I think just was a random.
No,
it's a random descriptor.
Man. I thought you knew.
You'll know about this soon enough. This personality over here, always on.
I like. Here's what my thing I like to do. I like to try to educate them first. First, I let them know that, hey man, I'm not the smartest Joe in the world, but this is what you said to me on this particular day.
What I'm talking
and
about.
On this particular day, I like to, I guess, the accountability.
Okay. Hey, I mean, that's important.
You said you was going to do this, and now you haven't done this, so where are we?
You need to be about your business.
So, in their conversation, I try to watch out what they bring to my ears so that it won't drag me down. Because in all of us, well, me, I'm going to speak for me. Mm-hmm. If I hang around people that's not really doing anything, I'll find myself lowering myself.
Yes.
And getting comfortable with them.
Yes.
And I don't even end up moving.
Energy is everything, Mike. I told you that. You have to protect that.
So that's why I always take snapshots of myself.
Yes, that's right.
I say to myself, okay, man, hold up. You need to start focusing on your day-to-day things of what you need to do.
A task.
Yeah.
Task list.
So you can stay focused and stay productive.
Remember, I said that.
And then the more productive you find yourself doing, the more you'll shave off all the other friends that's not doing nothing.
Absolutely. They're going to fall off on their own. Yeah. You're not really going to have to do much work. Because they're going to feel either inadequate and they're going to fall off because of that. Or they're not going to rise to meet your level of effectiveness or action.
What I want, the information though that I want to give is to that person who. What can we say to that person who's not an entrepreneur yet, who's not a builder? They don't even know what they don't know yet.
Mm-hmm. Keep grinding. Mm-hmm. And in my opinion, it don't always got to be positive, but it can't be crooked. Because sometimes you got to start off, from the bottom to work your way to the top, and you might have to fight your way out of that box. And sometimes that means you got to use all the tools that you have to get up out of that situation. But at the same time, keep integrity about yourself, honor, and discipline. In a nutshell. But a lot of people don't have those skills, but I would suggest go back and watch some Bruce Lee movies.
This one over here. The Karate.
I didn't watch a lot of
All Karate Kid. All Karate
The 5
Kid,
Deadly Venoms.
or you can, I'm telling you, dude.
Saturday morning
Pinocchio.
cartoons.
You can learn a lot.
Pinocchio.
From
yes.
Disney
Pinocchio.
Back in the day,
Yes.
they used to make movies.
Everything was based on morality. Isn't that funny? When you look back at all of those. Everything. I have a book.
Jimmy the Cricket was a conscience. Mm-hmm. Now they don't preach about consciousness anymore.
No.
So people don't realize what they've done until they've done it.
Right.
Gotcha.
When you think about it, I have this book at home. It says everything that I need. I learned everything that I needed to know about love from a little golden book. Think about it. Love is patient. Love is kind. Love is giving. Love is caring. Love is doing for others. Love is treating others the way that you would want to be treated.
What's a better way? Because, nowadays we got this sex trafficking going on.
Organ trafficking. Hello?
Organ trafficking.
Yes.
What's a better way for young adults to protect themselves and not fall into such situations where they're just victims of predators?
I think you just have to always be aware of your surroundings, and you have to know exactly where you're going. I think that you have to take your own safety seriously.
Right. You
have to make sure you're prepared for whatever. When
you say prepare for whatever,
so I'm a woman, right? So I can speak for women. I pretty much women, we get all primed up or whatever. You gotta think about this, in most occasions I'll have a pair of stilettos on or some high heel boots, you know what I'm saying, or something like that. But if I know that I'm going to be out somewhere, I think about where it is I'm going.
Right.
And I think about that. When I was 19, I probably didn't think about it so much. I was just getting my outfit together. Right. But now with everything going on around me, and I know that I'm on my own because I really am usually solo when I go. If I go with anybody, I usually meet them wherever we're going. But I'm always prepared. So I'm thinking about my surroundings. I'm surveying in my mind the area so that I'm looking at my wardrobe based on that. Prime example, I'm here in the studio today. It's not a bad area, but I got on a pair of kicks. It's not because, I didn't want to wear some boots. It's just because I know what time of night it is that I'm walking out. You know what I'm saying? It's just like Keisha pulling off her earrings when she's ready to fight, hold my baby if I had to. What's up? Take off my gold chains, It's just that same mentality, but really you're just protecting yourself. And you're being prepared. Whether that's if you carry mace or if you have some heat that you're packing.
That's a bravo moment. Yeah. And I hope that, it's a lot of young ladies out here listening right now to Fancy speak on that, because it's important that you protect yourself, and I believe protect your mind. Don't let nobody get in your mind to the point where they deceive you, to the point where they make you feel like you're less than and you can't do it by yourself. There's so many things you can do by yourself. Educate yourself to better yourself. Boom.
Yes, absolutely. What's your take on it, Mike?
I don't know. Y'all pretty much said it all for me.
Yeah.
Should we take a break?
Yeah, we're going to take
about these sponsors so we can pay these bills.
Exactly.
That's
Anybody
what's up.
pay a water bill?
Yeah.
Hey. All right, y'all. We're going to be right back with the Studio 323 Music Podcast.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Y'all caught me off guard with that one. I was really thinking of how
I like it though. I think I was cool.
How I could close it.
I had to get us off mocking the Asians.
I know, because
we
you don't
will
want to be
catch flack.
wrong. Yeah. Hey.
We'll catch flack. They'll be like, "Are you racist?"
No, but you know what? Everybody's open for it, because
yeah.
I'll be doing. You know what? I would actually be doing, like, Coming to America, to be loved, to be loved.
Dang,
Shut the hell up! Shut the hell up!
Real good saying that. Can we record on some beats? That was good. To be loved.
To be loved. To be loved.
That was good though.
Yeah.
Love that.
Hey.
You got a voice.
People say. I don't know.
Right. Y'all want another? Let's
Yeah, we can.
y'all
do
get
next
the topic.
Well, we do need to incorporate the
can we
music.
get
So
back?
let's talk about some music.
Can we get it back, or you want to hear it later?
Man, hey, that's the done deal.
Okay. All right. So what's next?
Let's talk about some music or something.
The music industry.
Okay.
Now, that's my lane right there. I'm gonna go all day long.
All right.
But
Cool.
You cool with that?
I'm good with it. Let's talk.
Okay. What did you say earlier about how?
Oh, about how
Atlanta?
you don't have support here, and you have the support in Atlanta, New York. That Houston artists have to get out of here to go and have support in whatever they are. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Absolutely,
Hey,
I agree.
Give me one.
Which one you want, there, homie?
It's a plethora.
A plethora. He's out of control, y'all.
It got a
lot of
second,
variety.
whatever that is. I got this from the
Y'all actually got my attention. You are definitely a comedian. Great sense of humor, he says.
Right in the middle.
Huh?
Well, thank you. That's
Still
who
got
I
that
am.
no-touch
Good.
V8
This is going to be
still
our...
Yeah.
It's
V8.
gonna outdate.
That's what you
That's
mix
little
that with some vodka.
You gotta,
That's little mics, man.
Put that with some
but
vodka.
You have to keep a mind on the date on top. Because
Hey, y'all. Look, we got
keep
some
that date
comedians.
on there.
That's what's
on
up.
top,
Keeping it
believe
real
it.
and talking about real life issues. I'm on live.
That's what's up.
And y'all actually got my attention, and you are definitely a comedian. Great sense of humor.
What's up, y'all?
Hey, that's Mike B, y'all, the legendary Mike B, and this
What's
is
going
A-Dog.
on?
Hey, we are on live.
Yeah.
Y'all, hey, that's going to be our podcast that we're working on, Studio 323 Music Podcast.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And so we are on our second week right now. So I'm glad that y'all are watching. So you just tune in and, chime in and make your comments or whatever.
It's the fancy show.
I'm on your radio.
Yeah, we haven't gotten the website and all that kind of stuff. The upload, the hosting, the landing platform for it yet, but next week. All it takes is a week.
Yeah, that's right. So y'all stick with us, and I'll go live. If I know that I have the viewership on here.
Right.
What's the deal? That's what's up.
Yeah.
See, there's Mike back there. Mike B. Y'all know Mike B?
Hey, and be on the lookout for A-Dog's project. Coming
I'm coming to work on that motherfucker.
Soon.
I'm coming. I'm going to work on it.
All right.
I want to.
That's what's up.
Hey, y'all. And if y'all in the Houston area, pull out them slabs and them cars and everything for that Clutch City video shoot Saturday, y'all.
Boom.
In the Bentley,
going, right?
bring about two Bentleys through there.
All I know is I'm going to be cute in somebody's car.
Bring two Bentleys through, three Beamers, four
We have
Benzes,
video shoot for the
and 18 Priuses.
Clutch City song.
The Clutch City, yeah, we're going to do it, yeah. That's what we ought to be playing.
18 Priuses on swangers.
On
Who down
swangers.
with
For the H.
Yeah.
Throw it up.
All right.
Yeah. We about to go back to our next topic. Y'all gonna really like this. I hope y'all stay locked in, okay? Keep making your comments, and then we'll respond to you when we take a break.
Absolutely.
We love you so much, and we appreciate y'all. I'm gonna try to go live and put it on YouTube too, y'all. So we better go in, y'all. Y'all better hear our intro from the incredible Mike B.
Get it. Don't bust the flow, A-Dog. Real quick, 4 bars.
I'm not a freestyle rapper no more. I done got too old when it came through the door. I know that I let you know. I'm rapping you so long.
Hey, y'all. We are back. Hey! is the Studio 323.
Are we recording?
Podcast with Mike B.
Oh, a dog.
And it's me, Fancy.
That's what's up. How y'all doing today?
Man, I'm feeling wonderful, man.
Whoa.
That's
yes, I'm all hyped up, y'all.
Spectacular.
I'm in good company.
That's what's up, man.
Be the baby of the bunch.
Good company with you.
Yeah. I told the guy at church one day, he asked me, he was like, how you doing, Mike B? I say, man, it's good to be seen by you, brother.
Right.
I'm the assistant pastor when I walked in.
Wow.
I felt like I think I had missed a couple of Sundays. I was like, man, I'm feeling good to be seen by you because it validates something within me that hey, I knew I needed to.
But you always say really good things. You always say positive things, and I admire that about you. I want to be like that one day.
Well, shoot, man. Practice.
Maybe today might be the day to be like that.
Maybe. That creative juice is flowing. I see those eyes. I see those eyes switching.
I didn't.
It's moving, ain't it?
Yeah, it's like a clock in there.
I wasn't able
to
be. It ain't dead yet.
I wasn't able to be as positive until somebody told me I was negative. So,
hey.
Yeah, it took a young man.
Wait a minute. That was so good. We got to run that back. What you say? Mike B?
I wasn't able to be as positive as I am till I had a young man who was younger than me tell me I was negative.
Negative.
Yeah,
whoa.
Yeah, it really stumped me.
Yeah.
I was like, and then I was like teaching this young man how to make tracks and everything.
Oh.
But something just hit him.
How you knew he was just throwing a jab at you?
No.
Nah, it was real because I told him something about.
Was that the first person ever told you that?
No, not really.
Okay, there it is. I knew I'd get something out of you.
But he was reading a book, and me and my
can't stand you.
Me and my so-called air quote adulthood. That reading that book was trash. You know?
But I'm glad that you did what Michael Jackson said to do a long time ago. You took a look in the mirror.
I'm looking at the man in the mirror.
Mm-hmm. And you asked yourself
I'm
to change
asking
your
him to change
we
his
are
ways.
Taking donations here today for $4.72.
Hey, you in this 42 cents. Y'all, I feel like this is going to be an overwhelming theme in every podcast. It's $800.42.
Yeah.
He got the 42 cents. Where's the 800?
Yeah, come on.
What you got on my 40, homie?
Yeah, that real 40, that 400. Wait a minute.
Deuce, 400 times 2. You do your math. A-Dog, do your math. Okay, all right. Enough cutting up.
Now, we're trying to upgrade.
Let me upgrade
so
you.
to step up our flows within the studios, within the music industry.
Ooh, help us, Lord.
We're also trying to see if there's some kind of way we can be more of a positive influence to the youth.
Yes, I'm down with
better music.
Okay, so look, how about this, y'all? How about I'm about to strike a nerve. I'm about to touch on something that I have personal experience with. Do it.
Do it. Give it to
I'm going to strike a nerve, y'all, because it's important for people to know. I think a lot of people feel this way, and maybe people aren't sharing, or maybe they're going to be like nodding their head, balling up their fists when they hear me say this. Houston, we do not support each other as artists. Whatever type of artistry we are in, whether it's music, production, theater, entrepreneurial opportunities, we do not support one another. And as a voice artist, I know I can speak for myself. As a brand ambassador and model, I can speak for myself. It is every man for himself. And that has got to stop. We've got to call attention to it. You can't be in Houston creeping off one artist to a studio session, and then you hear all of these hits coming out of other cities. Atlanta, I'm going to just go ahead and drop it. Atlanta, everybody knows that Atlanta is so artist friendly. You got 8, 10 rappers or 10 artists in a studio in Atlanta. You got 25, 30 beautiful models in a club in Atlanta, and they're embracing you like you belong there.
Right.
In Houston, you got a lot of hate, and people need to stop that.
Whoa, I'm from Houston. What you talking about? Hold up.
Can you tell me if you ever experienced that? No, you're not a hater, but have you experienced that though?
I believe it's a slave mentality.
Okay.
And
let's talk about it.
And I also believe that it is in accordance to your logic and the way you look at things. But you have a valid point.
Good.
And I'm not really offended, but at the same time, it's a lot of love out here in the age. It really is. But
I want to see it.
You got to dig deep to find it.
That's my point.
Right now.
No, but see, that's because we got the right combination in here.
And like Mike B was saying earlier,
yes,
you got to look up on it. Sometimes you got to stumble up on it. Yeah. And you meet the right people.
Well, we don't know what we're going to get.
You're looking for love. You don't know where it's at till you find it.
Right, but what I'm saying though, I mean, me speaking from an artist standpoint,
right?
For what I do is there's not a lot of voice artists out here. People say, "What's a voice artist? Oh, you sing, you do the rap, you do it." No, I do commercial work, like commercials and audio books, and now I have a radio show on Street 100 The Heat. I'm plugging, but I have that. But there's not a lot of people that do what I do.
Here's what
I don't get the love that I feel like. We don't have the connection. I don't want anybody to pat me on the back and let me in and with open arms. I'm going to earn my way in. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that we don't have people to support one another. There's not like anybody trying to mentor anybody. Not like how we talked about on the previous podcast where you said you were mentoring the barbers in your barbershop. Mm-hmm. Not the same type of situation. You don't have somebody trying to lay. Remember we said the game is to
be sold, not told.
Not told.
Yeah.
So you see people have that mentality for whatever reason. But when you're in a creative platform, you're supposed to share, dog.
That ain't even good.
I agree. So come on, Mike B.
But here's what I've seen in my circle, and I say circle because I've noticed that a lot of rappers they kind of roll around in different little cliques.
It is very cliquish.
So what I've known, because like I got. Like a north side clique, I got a couple south side cliques that come through, and I got a Hispanic clique.
Of course. And it don't matter where you're from. The Hispanics don't care. They just click, period.
But real recognize.
That's a whole nother subject.
It is. But they just do. They could be from anywhere and they click up.
Now this is what I've done.
They do.
This is what I've done. And it wasn't even done like intentionally.
Right.
It like just happened.
Right.
I've done tracks and gotten some of the Latino guys on the black guys, the north side stuff.
Right.
And then now here, but I think that process has taken maybe over about a good 7 or 8 months. They all know each other now. They all tagging each other on each other's Instagram. They all socializing, and before I know it, it's another producer's track with one guy who I introduced. So they all like networking with each other, and they all cool with each other.
Okay,
but that's just my little circle.
That's your clique.
When I say little, I mean because the rap industry in Houston is big, but it's still a small world.
It's huge, but we're still small on the spectrum of a global. Because you have to always consider, you're not just looking at America. Yeah. Think about it.
Like even the song what A-Dog is on. A-Dog is on Road Dogg's album. Road Dogg is Hispanic. So they gel together, and now I think you're on another song.
Right.
And
that's
then so eventually Ro is gonna get on one of A-Dog songs or whatever the case may be.
That's what's up. That's
and,
love. And collaboration is everything.
The whole collaboration.
That's love. Because there's room for everybody. So we can all eat here.
I'm doing it. I don't know who else is doing it like that around Houston from a producer standpoint. Now, one thing, I don't get a chance to get around that much. So I don't know if that's happening, or whatever the case may be.
I think I can say that I am seeing it with other producers that I have
on like Atlanta.
No, it is not, and no, it's not.
Well,
but I'm gonna tell you what
that just tells me I need to create a track.
Yes.
And I'm gonna just put it out on Facebook or Instagram,
social media.
Hey, I'm gonna be at the studio at this particular point.
That's what I'm talking about all day.
Whoever wants to come get on this track, come on. That's
what I'm saying. Bring it. That's where you're going to find the love right there. You're going to find them. Some of the greatest things that I've ever seen happen is the ciphers.
You still got to qualify.
What about the ciphers? What about the ciphers? I have one. Hey, I grew up in all over Houston. I claim every area of Houston because I grew up for some time in Houston. I'm from Florida, so I say I'm Florida made and Texas raised. So I have lived in practically every area of Houston, but predominantly Spring Branch area. I saw on YouTube where Spring Branch had a cipher, probably about 3 years ago. It was cold, so they put it together. Hey, show up, give your best. At the end of it, once the final production is done, it's done. Just like H-Town For Real with Kiati, that he did that.
Yeah.
You know, Brandon Creer, BC, produced that.
Yeah, shout out to Kiati.
Yes, and BC who produced that. And he brought me out of it because I actually did the H-Town For Real challenge.
Okay.
And Kiati, I was one of the people that Kiati picked to repost, and it was a different take because there's not a lot of women doing it, and there were not a whole lot of women that have the clarity in their voice like I do, and they weren't afraid to be who they are.
Gotcha.
And my tagline was one time for the pretty girls, and it wasn't because no, it's because the pretty girls that speak pretty, they don't speak like gutter, and there's nothing wrong with that. Yeah. So it was different. So I think if you set up a medium or an outlet for that, I think you're going to get a lot, and I think that's going to just continue to reiterate the greatness that you are.
That it is. Okay. I'm writing it down. I got my notes.
Got a notepad, y'all.
Yep.
I say bravo to that.
Might be with a notepad.
Bravo! Ah, let's put the claps in. Let's not get a clap.
If I do that, do I get my normal rappers on it? Do I say no to them?
No.
It gotta be all new people who I've never messed with.
No. Okay, this is what I'm saying. I think it should be a call out to everybody. And I think that, you know what I'm saying? I think that a lot of times.
But I think the guys that are already in my circle, they gonna grab it first.
Well, let them come, but then that don't mean that you limit it to that because there's all kinds of untapped talent.
Boom. All right.
And you want things to be different. You want diversity.
Qualify.
Okay, I'm saying, and who's gonna be the judge of this, A-Dog? You? Because because you heard me say it's the fancy show. I'm on your radio. You might think that I'm a bomb ass rapper, but I know you are.
Even TV have judges of talent.
Yes, they do. So we're gonna have a panel.
When you say you just gonna let anybody come through and do what they do, then you're gonna get a bunch of garbage.
No, so what? Okay. So you can make a submission. So what you can do is you can drop the beat and have them make a submission, just like H-Town For Real did, and just like all the other challenges. The dog ass challenge. Remember those challenges? All the challenges. Yeah, so you can have them submit their challenge. You can have an email, and then you can just filter through them. If they get a response, then come on through and let's put this project together.
And if you get mad because you didn't get accepted in rap colder and rap harder, and just
keep on going. You take it back. You just don't. How many no's? How many? If you had 99 no's and 1 yes, then it was all worth it. If there's 100, if I made it one time out of 100, I had 99 no's and 1 yes. Well, I still was successful. My flavor might not be your flavor.
Gotcha.
But then again. It could be somebody that has a cold ass. No, it could be a cold ass beat, but it could be somebody that just doesn't know how to ride that beat. They don't know how to deliver on that beat, and they could just sound horrible.
And we're opening up a school.
A school.
A rap school.
A rap school. A-Dog is tearing y'all up, y'all.
Yeah, we're gonna teach people how to rap better.
What do you think they need to do more of?
To rap better, what do they need to do more of?
38 spitting like a 38, handle wrapped in dirty tape, my flows like a burner. We're going to teach you delivery. We're going to teach you the right words to say. We're going to teach you, how to come at the game in a better way, because it's getting to the point now, in my opinion, this is just my opinion,
mumble
which only
rap,
goes so far.
Mumble rap.
But with that being said, we got to rap better. And we got to stick together, just like Adrian was saying just now. We need to come together as a whole. The South gonna rise again, boy.
We have to offer promotion to one another too. You got to do it. And if you're not on board with that, if you're all about self, then you need to go be by yourself. Yeah. I think that this is going to be a community. You've got to create that network and that community. You've got to do it. You got to make it to where. In other words, it's like church. If you build it, they'll come. So if you set the standard, and they know what the expectation is, they're not even going to show up if they're not with it. But going on with that.
But
you
it
can go over
depends on
there.
what you're preaching, because if you build it, that don't necessarily mean they're going to come. It just depends on what you're saying.
Let me tell you something, and you will be the first to like, if they got some fire from Mike B, they coming. Hello? Am I right? Can I get a cosign? Can I get a witness?
Right.
Amen.
In a lot of ways.
All right.
But you know what I also think?
I've been thought of many ways I could get paid.
That, when Mike B come with that fire album
Ooh.
of his own.
Of my own.
Absolutely.
I'm waiting on that.
It's coming.
Yeah, I already know.
The album.
It's
I
coming.
see.
Right now, to be honest, I'm trying to focus on some singles. I got some different things.
That's what's up.
Everybody want to say they different.
Yeah.
Yes.
But I really think I got some different
This
things.
is an exclusive right here.
Yeah,
I got
y'all
some
getting the
different things
exclusive.
that I want to throw to the game.
Right.
And it's going to really challenge some artists.
Yes.
Challenge.
Yeah, it's going to really challenge some artists to the point where I want a rapper to tell me, nah, I really can't get on that one.
Man. I don't know.
Huh?
It'd be too cold. Like that beat is too cold.
Yes,
No.
Lord help us.
I really want a rapper to tell me, man, I really can't vibe with that tempo because I'm not used to that.
Right.
Okay.
Challenge. Remember.
Yeah.
Wow.
Challenge.
Because I got some different things I'm a structure.
And that's what's up. That's the genius.
I like that.
That's genius, might be. That's genius.
Yeah. And it took
Broke the
maturity.
chain right there.
It took maturity in the game for me to even be able to say that.
That's
right
what's
now.
up.
You know what I'm saying?
Challenge.
Yeah.
Every new level challenges us.
Mm-hmm.
And that's where we're at with it.
Yeah.
So your circle, again, is what's important to make sure that everybody's looking out for everybody, and they're making sure that they are challenging themselves. And what did you do today that or what did you do within the last 24 hours that helped you further your personal goal to get to where you want to be in your artistry, especially with music? You know, it doesn't seem like it's going to pay off. You know, when you're there working hard every day, you know, you just like you might work on, like you say, a beat all day long, and you might be like, this took me, 14, 16 hours. But then that day that you hear that drop on that radio, I'm done.
I think though, man, for me, my younger years of producing, I was just really trying something.
Yeah.
In my mind, I was just like, man, I'm finna throw this stuff together. I know somebody. It was a lot of arrogance.
Yeah.
And most times, those particular beats, they did get picked or whatever. But it was still like me shooting a basketball, and I ain't no real basketball player.
Right.
But it's that showing board.
But right now, in this day and age, it's like I know exactly what I'm after.
All about method.
And exactly what I want to try to produce during the day. While I work, I'm producing. You know, that's in a whole nother podcast. To work
strategy, methods.
To produce, to all producers, to be able to produce, and you got a 9-to-5 job to work while you working.
Yes, in your mind,
man,
creatively,
man.
Right?
Whatever you do, I tell security guards at the job, you sitting there all day and you ain't wrote a book.
That's what I'm talking about. What is your passion?
What are you doing with your time?
What are you doing to pursue your passion?
Man.
But again, it takes all types of people all day. But that might be what they do.
Ugh.
There's people. It takes all kinds of us.
Yeah.
It takes all types of people to make it, because there's like givers and takers, and there's fans and there's performers. Think about it from that arena.
I think hold on.
Are you a performer?
Yes. I think I'm better structured now because I'm older.
Yeah.
My
Time.
why
Within time
is really in place.
Yeah.
Okay, but what gets me is like people that don't have a dream, people that don't have a desire. How do you bring that out of them? Because some people don't dream.
You know, I think that it's important when you recognize something beautiful within someone, a talent that you know is there, that you calculate your approach with them. And I'll say from my my opinion, this is one thing, and I'll just say this. I remember I was at church, and you know the hymns or whatever, you're singing the songs or whatever, And, I was just singing, for joy for the Lord. I'm just singing, because I'm enjoying myself in this fellowship in church and, worship through, praise through, music. And I'm just in my zone with me and the Lord at this time. And I'm not thinking nothing about no choir and nothing about no nothing. I was in choir and, in junior high and elementary and church and stuff like that before, long ago, but it's sad that different heads of the church and different people can push people away from churches, and that's a whole other podcast how it happens. But the pastor came to me and said, "I heard you today, and I just want to know, would you like to join the choir?" I was like, "Are you sure you heard me?" Because I wasn't doing anything special. "No, I heard you. You're standing, next to Miss Betty. I know how Miss Betty sounds, and that was you. Would you like to come and join us?" So that kindness and extending, sometimes you got to pull stuff out of people. You know what I'm saying? And it's all about your approach, I think, and your encouragement.
Because, you know what? There is a whole lot of people out there in this world that thinks if you have a gift that they're lucky. Mm-hmm. That's not for me. Mm-hmm. I've heard that spoken. Yeah. Sometimes, man, it's just sad. It's just sad, man. And then you tell certain people, like I had this guy at the barbershop, used to come through and try to sell CDs. And I really didn't see any talent in him, but I knew one thing: he used to try to come sell those CDs. Mm-hmm. So I said, "Man, well, why don't you? You're not making the CD look. I don't want to buy the CD because of
not appealing.
Your appearance."
It was a mix CD, of course, huh?
Yeah, it was a mix CD, so it wasn't even his music. And I didn't even know what was on the CD. It's just a blank CD.
So it was the way that you're saying, the way that he looked, like he looked.
The way he looked and the way his presentation.
Oh, his presentation sucked.
Yeah.
It matters. Sucked. So did you give him tips?
I took him to Fiesta and tried to buy, and I bought him some clothes to wear.
Okay.
So he could get his game up.
And be successful and look like a salesman.
I bought him some blank CDs, sleeves, everything.
Oh, that's dope.
Typed his CD list.
That's what's up.
Okay, cool. So that was me taking him up under my wing and saying, "Okay, I got you today.
But what are you going to do? You have to show me that you're going to work for it.
The rest of the week or whatever. And so it kind of, it didn't go as well as I thought it would.
But you tried. But sometimes, like I say, you can lead the horse to water, but you can't make him drink.
But I wish I could just plant a seed. I can only try to plant a seed and let somebody know that it's possible to do whatever you dream. But if they don't have the desire, I don't know how to put that desire into them. And
unfortunately, you can't, because if that's part of the plan, they're going to be receptive to it and they're going to receive that and they're going to act on it. And it's not always in our time what we believe that it will be. It's within their time, but that's a part of their journey and their destiny to reach. I think that everybody in here can probably agree with me. Once you recognize and you have that epiphany, you have that moment when you realize this is the gift that God gave me. That very moment, that's a moment that doesn't feel like any other moment. I remember whenever I recognized in myself that moment and said, this is what God gave you. And this is what he's been telling you all along. This is your gift. Now you have to accomplish. What are you going to do? Now you're going to throw away. Now that you see the plan, you see what I've given you. It's not a whole bunch of people telling you, oh, this sounds good or that sounds good. So I think that moment, it changes you. And at that moment, it challenges you. And if you just squander that away, then you deserve to stay mediocre. You got to constantly hustle and grind. Even if it doesn't seem like it's paying off, you're always doing the work, and it's always going to pay off in the end. I always say the turtle catches up with the rabbit eventually. Always.
Hey,
I'm speechless. I'm just sitting here. I'm learning.
One last point. I just say that since I'm an older producer.
He says older producer.
Yeah. Since I'm older, I just try to
seasoned
really
might be
sure,
seasoned.
Boom. There you go. Thank you. I just try to make sure that I'm pinpointing what I'm taking my time on. Because we can't get that time back, and I can look back at some of the projects that I dealt with a long time ago.
Yes.
And it's just like a lot of I could look in my barbershop computer, my Macintosh G5. I think I have around 275 folders.
Wow.
Each with a different name, from A-Dog to. No, I don't have Zero.
You don't have Fancy in that one because Fancy just came. Fancy's on this fire ass beat.
I don't have Zero, but I probably got his voice on something.
On something.
He's rapped over one of my tracks or in it, some. But
so he said A-Dog to Zero, y'all.
From A to Z though, it's about 275 folders, and only maybe 22 out of those folders have actually released projects. Like they come in the studio and it's no follow through, no consistency, no work, no good work ethic.
No work ethic.
And,
yeah.
They spiritual one day and then they're gangster one day.
He said spiritual one day, gangster another day.
People
find the Lord, y'all.
With, the consistency within the group. One guy quit. So the other guy who's leading the pack, he got to find a different direction. Okay, then 7 months down the way, the guy that quit, he back. So, okay, all those songs, that's kind of like trash. And, man, it's just, man, the work that
it's just not the same, yeah. It's like you just threw away, so you just threw away all of your creativity all the time. Yeah, you paid for your session, but, we won't go into that. Yeah. Whatever. You did all of that, but what did that do for you if you just trashed all of that? Yeah. I mean, it's like you say, work ethic.
So, okay, so what do we say? What do we say to the new guys that's coming up?
Come on, A-Dog. This is your forte. This is your forte, dog. Don't play.
This is my opinion. Come on. You give them a chance. You let them spit them bars.
This fool said bars. Yeah, I got bars.
And if they don't make the cut, then they just don't make the cut. We'll have to be like Simon Cowell on America. What is it?
America's Got Talent and American Idol.
And they just
well, I get to whichever girl I get to be the cute one, whichever one. That's fine.
Because you got to be a hard critic sometimes. Because that's.
I'm gonna tell you if something's trash. I do not support no trash. So, you're not about to see Fancy behind no trash, and Mike B can back that cosign on that, because anything that I've had anything to do with for promoting video work, anything has not been trash.
But this is what gets me.
Go ahead.
No, after you, sir.
Man, this might be a whole nother topic. Being brutally honest.
Brutally honest, y'all.
With yourself.
With yourself.
Can people do that?
Hell yeah.
Can people do it? No.
Are you ready for it?
Marketing material to be able to market. If I have a blue dot on a white hat that I'm trying to sell blue dot hats, is that a good tool to market? Did I give him some good information to work with from a hashtag standpoint, from a what is it? Not CEO, SEO standpoint, from internet wise? How can you put my product on the internet and it gets sold easily?
All about good marketing.
Do I have Ozarka water? Ozarka water. Good job. It's right here in front of us. Mm-hmm. But that shirt that you're trying to sell that says F all my baby mamas.
F all my baby mamas.
I don't know.
Whoop.
I don't know how that's going to...
A-Dog is shaking his head, y'all. F all my baby mamas. It's all about marketing.
You know,
who are you marketing to? A bunch of dudes that's locked up that just came out of jail or child support court? I know who you marketing to, Mike B. The ones coming out of the child support court.
Man.
F all my baby mamas. You gonna sit on the step and sell a whole bunch of ganger shirts.
You just changed the twist on
Hey, that's fancy.
Yeah.
Fancy.
Yeah, you just did that.
Hell yeah, I'm creative. I'm gonna go up on them motherfucking stairs and sell that shit right there.
What's that old saying?
F all my baby mamas. Y'all ain't nothing but drama hoes.
Lemonade. She know how to do that.
Yeah,
Hey.
That's good.
She know how to do
Marketing
that.
101.
Hey.
.com. Fancy.com.
More than a pretty
That's
face,
a good
dog.
thing.
Don't get it twisted.
So,
my
you know,
brain is
I
always
think,
working, dog.
Fooling with fancy.
to
We have
that,
pecan tree and she make some pecan soup.
I think
Never heard of it, but I'm
pecan.
sure she can do it.
I think though the feedback is important. You gotta apply the feedback and be brutally honest with yourself.
Yes.
Meaning, I've had tons of folders of beats. If I notice that those beats ain't even been no response to an email or whatever, you know, it don't get me down. It just gets me more creative.
More motivated to produce something else.
To produce something else.
Maybe this ain't what they're feeling right now.
Let me switch up the drums. Let me change the speed up. Let me use a sample this time. Maybe not.
Yeah.
Or whatever the case may be. And keep it moving. I don't get in my feelings.
Nope.
I just keep it moving. I think at some point, all artists need to get that wall of soft skin torn off of them.
Yeah.
Get them told what they need to hear from a construction standpoint, so that they can take input and be really creative based on the input. Because if all your homies are around you just telling you, hey, that sound good, and you never get that real, true outside opinion, you're setting yourself up for failure, either a big money loss or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
It helps to be brutally honest. You know, I get a lot of cats in here. Sometimes they'll tell me, hey man, you need to change the speed on this. I think you should do this. I think you should do this. Long as they give me the reason why they feel like that, it's a go. I'm gonna go to it and I'm gonna edit it, and and hey, because it's a creative moment. I don't treat every track like, oh man, that's my track. I gotta have that breakdown right there. No, man.
Lord knows I got video proving that that's not how it works.
Yeah. So that's all I got to say right now. I gotta use the restroom. Boom.
Okay, well, all right, y'all. We gonna take a break.
Oh, A-Dog has something to say.
With the Studio 323 Music Podcast, and we gonna be right back.
Right back.
Right back, A-Dog. Right back.
How do we even push pause on this thing?
We don't. He just stops it. So we gonna just record where we go, and then he'll come back and master it back. Hey, Steve. Steve says you don't have to understand it, but you gonna respect it if you're real.
Wow.
That's what I'm talking about. Thank you for the feedback. Yes,
That's
y'all.
deep.
Love y'all. Yes, sir.
What I feel like, even though Mike has took a break, what I feel like needs to be said on that, what he was speaking on, is from an artist standpoint, whether you're an artist of graphics, whether you're an artist of music, do it for you.
Yes.
Do what you love to hear, and that way people will be gravitated to you.
Because they'll see that you're being true to yourself.
You'll never win.
I'm not going to do it for the gram. I'm not going to do it for the gram. I'm going to do it for me.
Write what you like to write. You know, create the beats that you like to hear.
Yes.
And let people that like what you like rock with you, and they will gravitate to you. You know, I mean,
because if they,
but I believe it.
Language,
that's
but if they fuck with you, they fuck with you.
If people don't like what I write,
right?
Then I'm gonna find people that like what I write, and we're gonna rock together.
The key is to find.
I'm not a servant. I'm serving myself.
That's right.
Yeah.
Friends, lovers, and associates that admire and like your kind of talent, beauty, love, otherwise. Surround yourself by people that appreciate your type of beauty, your type of love, your type of artistry, your type of gratitude, your type of attitude. Surround yourself with those types of people.
Absolutely.
And bump the rest of them, dog. Hey, yo, bump the rest of them.
That's what real friends come in at, by you being you. But if you trying to create a you for them to like,
no, then you're gonna be
like yourself at the end of the day.
Then you're not authentically you, and that's some bull. I'm sorry, I got to be me all the time, whether you like it or not.
But here it is, might be. I'm gonna run it back. What we were saying.
Gonna run it back.
Run it back then.
And what it is like when you think of yourself as a producer, people think of themselves as artists of graphic design, or somebody just takes paint and just splats it on the wall. When they splat that paint on the wall, they're not splatting it saying, I wonder if Mike B want me to splat it that way. Or splat it this way. They splat it how they want to do it. And then people come in the room and say, look at the way he put that paint on the wall. And that's what you do with your music. That's what she does. That's how she does what she do.
That's right.
She does a lot. But the way I do what I do it for me.
Do it for me.
And if niggas don't like it, then fuck them.
That's their problem.
Because I like what I do. And that's like liking you when you look in the mirror. Nigga, if you don't like the way I look, I'm finna pimp this hat sideways even more.
Turn away. You ain't got to look at it. I don't care if you like it, don't like
so
it.
It's all about you, and you got to make people gravitate to you.
Hold up, man.
Excuse my language.
No, you good. We are all no holds barred around here. You heard that, right?
That leads into doing music for you and not for nobody else. Man.
Absolutely.
A lot of times in the past, I've got caught up trying to make music to appease what I thought maybe 97.9 the box wanted. Who else I was trying to get on their project wanted in their lane or whatever the case may be. A lot of times you don't know what these cats want or what type of picture, especially if you're not running in their circle all day, every day,
right,
like a producer groupie or something. You know what
right.
I'm saying? If you're not with them every day, you have no clue what picture they trying to paint as far as their project. So
right.
you just gotta produce what you think is good. Man, if you want 50 million hi-hats in your song, man, put them doggone things in there. And don't be like, man, that's some Travis Scott stuff. Boy, if you don't put that stuff in your stuff and move on, if you want somebody singing on it and you like, oh man, all my stuff sound like such and such, man, I don't want to be like them. Man, if it sounds good to you, do your thing.
Man, I have one name. One name.
You need to hear that out there. But hey, man, do your thing for you and stay creative.
Amen.
And I have one name to drop on the same lines that you're referencing right now. Prince.
Okay.
Didn't give a damn if anybody liked his music or not. He is a music legend, a genius.
Yeah.
Knew how to pretty much self-taught almost every instrument that he ever touched. Yeah. And didn't give a damn if you sold it or not. He was being himself, 100% authentic. And today, people respect his music more than they ever did.
Nobody did it like him.
Nobody ever did. Nobody ever will. I mean, he set it up for future. And the sad part is that people can't look deep enough beyond the lyric, or they can't look deep enough to see that he was expressing himself so much in so many ways.
Close your ears to what's going on around you.
Yes, and follow that inner.
And just. Yeah,
Inner
because
you.
like right now I don't listen to radio.
I never listen to radio.
I listen to the world. You know, I look at news.
Of course.
I walk around. We talk to each other and bump into elderly people that might be struggling, or they pass you some game that ain't sold. You know.
Yep.
And you use the gifts that they gave you because they've been through it first, and you apply that to your life. But people don't do that, so that's where they're losing.
Yeah.
I love listening to it because I'm a sampler. That's when I first started. How do I chop this sample up?
That's
and
what's
make
up.
it into I'm a sample head.
Yeah.
So me, I just like to. I'm more so like this new technology. I could take. Damn, hold up. I lost my motherfucking thought. Hold on.
He's a sampler.
But hold on, I think you was talking about doing what you forgetting the world and not
tuning them out, tune the world out, and listen to your inner voice and your inner creative self.
Yeah.
You have to do that as an artist.
Scratch my thought. I had something cold. It was so cold I forgot it.
All right, that's how it works, y'all. That's exactly how it works. But I think the gist of it is that
maybe it was too much for the world. I
think so.
So hold that one to yourself. But this is the one I want to say is that I went to church with my brother Mike B the other day. And I just want to say what a blessing that was to my life. And I brought my 17-year-old son with me, so it was quite an extraordinary blessing.
Extraordinary.
But with that being said, what I love the most about it is soaking up the game from the elders.
Soaking up the game.
These kids can get out there and open up their ear, because the old folks are scared to approach them because they're so aggravated all the time. Yeah. But if you humble yourself before greatness, boy, girl, you just might learn something that will carry you to the next phase of your life.
Yep. And that's the problem. People don't. Yeah. They don't do that.
Nah, they know it all already. Yeah.
And you what? 12? 9?
Yeah,
4?
9. I know it all.
2 months out the womb. I'm just kidding. Yeah. Well, you're already ignorant.
To life. All I gotta do is become 18, get a job, and I can do what you're doing. You know?
No, I'm sorry. No, it takes a lot. You have no idea the blood, sweat, tears.
I had when I was that age.
You don't know about ramen noodles, and you don't know about making it. You don't know about making it. I gotta drop this nickel in the tank. You don't know how it works. They don't know.
But they gotta go through it, huh?
You gotta go through it. There's things in life that no one can tell you. You got to experience it. You could try to help them from not scraping their knees. You could try to help a person from not becoming broke. Check them on their spending or whatever they're doing, or you could see them tricking off their money on females or males. Women tricking off on men, or unnecessarily things, spending money on things that's not necessary. You out here, popping at the club every night. Got a section, got bottles, doing, wasting money. You in the strip club making it rain with your rent money. I mean, that's the thing. Like you can talk to people about it all day long, but until they actually scrape the ground, they're not going to listen. They actually have to experience it. And unfortunately, some people have to get a real serious road rash. Hello.
Well, that's what's up, man. Well, hey, this has been a great discussion. I really hope that it brings light to somebody in the world.
I know it will.
Oh my God, how could you not? I mean, because it's a real discussion about real things. So,
I'm sitting here, I got at least 25 plus years as far as the ups and downs of the industry, being a producer, having some hits, being paid for some hits, not paid for some hits.
Yeah.
And it's something else. If you don't really have the right thing, the people in your corner to help guide you the right way, and you sit there and you track for track.
Yeah.
For people who may not be even in your favor, some people in your favor.
They can just try to get what they want to get out of you. Yeah, exactly. And they're not trying to contribute.
Even people you're trying to mentor,
right?
They're not really in your best interest,
right?
And at the end of it all, I'm so glad that I did make it.
Yeah.
Back in them days.
But isn't that the way it is?
Man,
I like that.
Because I would have really.
You wouldn't know what to do with it.
I wouldn't know what to do with it, and
then I was like Nino Brown.
Then I was so immature.
Cancel that bitch. I'm just kidding. Okay, Nino Brown. Stop.
Then I was so immature that
right.
I wouldn't even done the right things with the money. I wouldn't have been able to lead somebody else into their greatness.
That's
I was really all about me. So I'm happy where I am in my space right now. Yep.
That's creatively. And then I have someone saying it's great to be you and surround yourself with the positive. But it's even better when you have a great friend that sees better in you and knows your greatness, even when you forget how special you are yourself. Wow, that person or that circle of friends reminds you just how special you are, just being yourself.
That's powerful.
They can also see the greatness in you. That is hella powerful.
That is deep.
Well spoken.
Boom.
You can say that about yourself one more time. That was
well spoken.
That was well spoken by you.
Hey now, y'all.
What's up? Hey, this is the third Studio 323 podcast, man.
Yes.
And we talking about artist networking. What should be better about it and what should not be better about it.
Yes. And, support your local artists. Support one another in your own city. Your artists should not have to go out of this city to get love. And you heard it from me, and I am not a rapper. I'm not a singer. I am just a voice artist and, and a brand ambassador and model. And I have gotten so much love in other cities. And I feel like we have got to come together and network to support one another better. And I think that this sentiment is echoed across the board of any type of artistry. I've heard it too many times in different interviews. So even the great Mike B has said he's about to drop a track out there and have y'all hop on it.
Yeah, it really got me inspired.
He's very inspired, and that's what we're here to do, is to inspire you guys.
Although I got a lot of projects going on right now.
Yes.
But man, I really wanna. I'm like an octopus. I like to stick my fingers.
That's right.
My tentacles.
Hey man, I'm sorry, I'm the second grade class clown.
That's all right though. That's all right. It takes all kinds. It takes all three of us, huh?
Even though what makes it even crazy, I know I don't have time for it. But the fact that I'll do it,
you're gonna dedicate
it'll make something go crazy.
Dedication.
It'll make something go crazy.
We need to make a. You know what? We're gonna make a song with the three of us called Dedication.
Wow.
Hey.
Yeah.
Hey, I spoke it into existence.
Yeah.
I believe
Wait a
it can
minute,
happen.
hold up.
He said, wait a minute.
Devotion. Use Earth, Wind, and Fire, Devotion.
Hey.
You need devotion.
You
and this is from Studio 323 Music
Podcast. A-Dog and
Fancy Mike B.
Hey, signing off, y'all.
Yeah.
Woo.
That was dope.
Yes. Vibe.
That was nice.
She got that vibe.
You know, it would be nice to be able to get this kind of money and just do this all day.
I know, right? Oh my God.
Just go to sleep, wake up, and do this shit again. Just
the next phase of this.
Where's the coffee?
The next phase of this is to get all us three an account, either on DistroKid or the new thing I was
But you're talking about the platform.
About GT Digital. And we upload this thing, man.
You have my number. Call me. Talk to you later.
Call me if you need something
to talk to. Call me. Bye, y'all.